All right, here we go. As I mentioned last night, I wasn't able to make it over the mountains because it was getting dark and it was getting a little scary, so I elected to live and fight another day, and today is another day, and it looks like it's going to be another fight. I've got pretty crappy weather again over the mountain that I'm going to try to get through. It doesn't look good. There's a better than even chance I turn right around and come back here to Lewisburg. Problem we have is, besides the low ceilings, low visibility, and snow and all that crap, is there aren't enough reporting points around the area. You know, everything falls at 2,000 feet and 1,100 and 1,200 and 1,500. But the problem with that is those are all at the airports, which are located in the valleys. And the mountain tops are what you really don't want to hit. So that's going to be my challenge for the day. But I got a full bag of gas and I'm playing with a lot of power. I can punch up through it. I'd really rather not. That's kind of my emergency, one of my emergency fallbacks. I can't go IFR today because, as you can see in the map here, icing everywhere, even some severe icing. There's some pilot ports of some light clear icing, which I really want to stay away from. And all kinds of icing I want to stay away from. So yeah, challenging. We're going to give it a go. It looks like if I can get south, you know, the mountains kind of peter off to the south, and then there's kind of a gap, and that airport right there is calling at 1,800, which, although technically marginal VFR, is also technically VFR. And yeah, good visibility, 10 miles today, you know, so I'm not really going to be in the soup. You know, stay under it and see if I can find my way through the mountains, get out into the flatlands. Once I'm out in the flatlands, then it's a lot easier. You know, we still have a lot of 1,500-foot ceilings, but there's some 3,000, 4,000. And the further northwest I get, the better off I'm going to be. So that's not a completely horrible scenario once I get out of these stupid mountains. Now, the mountains are beautiful. It'd be a great place to come and visit. But I'm not here to visit. I'm here to move an airplane, and it's crappy today. I might be following I-64. I don't know if it's an interstate, Highway 64. Anyway, if you go follow the roads, they usually wind through the valleys. Boy, it's looking crappy. There's a definitely good chance I just turn right around after I take off. You know, you can't see. You know, that we're down in a valley, I can't see very far. You know, that way looks pretty cruddy, but that way looks better. Today, you know, yesterday and today, it's this huge mixed bag. Everybody's telling me, even the airport shuttle guys, like, didn't know what the hell to do. It was sunny, it was rainy, it snowed, it hailed, it was sunny again, and that's kind of what I've seen this morning. You know, I've seen just a mixed bag of everything. So, you know, right here they're calling it 2,400 feet and 10 miles, but right over there it is not, and over there it looks beautiful. Just one of them days. Okay, get our gas, put that back on both. Getting a little bit of a asymmetric fuel burn. The right tank's burning off a lot more than the left, and that was making things really difficult last night. I had a really heavy left wing, and it was really annoying. And God dang it, now that looks like there's a big snow shower just west of the airport, you know, the direction I need to go. But we'll see what happens. So we got later. Trims are set. I like them. Engine instruments look good. Control screen correct.
Tower, caravan 801 Fox Lima, I'm ready for departure.
801 Fox Charlie Lima, Lewis for tower. Runway 22, right turn out approved, clear for takeoff.
Right turn approved, clear for takeoff, 1 Fox Lima.
Speed's alive. So am I for now. Well, that highway isn't going to work because it heads right into the crap, so now I'm going to go down to the next highway. Nice thing about ForeFlight is topography, VFR map is pretty good. You can see the green lower altitude kind of valley, which I see up ahead here, which I'll be following. Like there's a river. And as I hoped / predicted, it's looking a little better to the south here. So I'm going to head that way. And also the further south we go down this mountain range, the lower the peaks get, so the more gap between the tops of the mountains and the bottom of the clouds will be. I switched off the right tank because that's what was burning on the most, so now I'm going to burn off the left, see if I can balance my load out here. It did not crossfeed at night like I predicted, or was hoping anyway. It did a little bit. It leveled out some, but not as much as I would like. Got the aileron trim cranked over as far as it'll go, which is helping, but not 100%. I keep getting these altitude alerts on ForeFlight. It's like, I know, I see them. Please leave me alone. The good thing is we've got really good visibility today. I can see like 15, 20 miles now. You know, it's a pretty solid or uniform base of the clouds, except where it's snowing really hard, and that's bad. And of course, none of these snow showers are showing up on radar, which makes things even more fun. But, like I mentioned yesterday, when you're scud running, especially in the mountains, you need to have a back door, you know, an escape plan. Right now, getting back to Lewisburg is still nice and clear. It's, you know, with like 2,500 feet, 10, 15 miles visibility. So I've got my escape plan. I'm not going to poke my nose into something that's do or die. You know, I push it on a little bit, keeps going, keep checking what's behind me. Nothing's really going to close in. The ceilings aren't going to dramatically go down. And it doesn't look like the tops are very high. It doesn't look super thick. I can see the sun. We've had patches of blue here and there. So my last ditch emergency move, which would be popping up into the clouds, get a pop-up IFR clearance. Don't want to do that, but you have to have all backup plans in mind. That is still a definite option. Even if it is a little icy up there, caravan with just me in it can handle it for a while. Boy, it's looking 50-50 promising. Now to the north, it still looks really terrible. To the northwest, it looks only sort of terrible, and to the southwest, it looks moderately terrible, but moderately good. Glass half full, mountains half snowy. Now, I definitely wouldn't be doing this in a non-IFR capable aircraft because that gives me my final option. You know, I've got the 180 back to Lewisburg. I've got head south, which I can see looks like good skies, 25 miles visibility, got plenty of gas to get there. And my third escape option is straight up into the clouds. You know, I wouldn't want to, even if it was an IFR capable aircraft that was kind of wimpy, like let's say a 172, I wouldn't be doing it just because there's most likely almost 100% icing in those clouds. And even going through 1,000 feet of ice in a 172 doesn't sound like a really good idea. But if I can get just another 20, 30 miles west, I will be out of the mountains. Like it looks like I can almost see the last ridge. That's always that false summit you're looking at. Climbers see, oh, there it is, the top. No, there's another one behind it. So, which might be that ridge up ahead I see 20, 30 miles ahead of me. It looks like it might be the last ridge, but there might be 10 more behind it. Shouldn't be according to the map, but I like to see things with my eye bones. I'm sure a lot of you are asking, why in the world is he even attempting this? Just wait for tomorrow or the next day or the next. Well, I've got a mission to accomplish. I've got people waiting. We have tandems scheduled at 1 o'clock today. Not going to make that. Push those back to 3 o'clock. And we've got a beautiful day today and a beautiful day tomorrow. It's our opening of the season at my drop zone, and we kind of need an airplane to jump out of. Now, I know you're saying that's a case of get-home-itis. You know, don't let the mission or the demands of the airplane or your personal demands dictate your flying. But that's not really the case when you're commercial flying. You know, that's a pleasure flying luxury. I don't have to go today. I can go to the movies instead. No, the plane needs to get there. Now, that means I've got to at least give it a shot. I'm not expected to die to get the plane there because that doesn't do anybody any good. But I can't wait for the perfect day. I've got to go when I can go. And if that means pushing the boundaries just a little bit, well, then so be it. I've had to do this for 30-some years as a ferry pilot because the client, in this case, again, myself, expects the airplane to get there as quickly and as cheaply as humanly possible. And sometimes that means pushing it a little bit. But geez, these stupid mountains go on forever and ever. Well, damn it. Got a ridge up ahead of me here. And on the other side, it looks pretty gloomy. And right on the other side of it is supposed to be 1,000-foot ceilings. Guess I'll go up to the ridge and see what I can see. Sometimes it's really hard to see past a ridge because the ridge is literally in your way. All right, a little bit of an update. I've had to go quite a ways south, but I'm making my way west, skirting this ridge line here. Up ahead, I see some what looks like pretty good skies. I'm trying to get around this little rain shower, snow shower area. That's calling it 900 feet. But just south there, they're calling it 1,800. I was hoping I was out of the mountains and stuff, but they just go forever. Just getting really annoying. I really wish they would stop and go away. Where is the prairies? And you look on the map, and it looks green, not tan. Tan being the higher elevation stuff. But I'm kind of following right down the ridge line. I can't quite get any north because there's all this crap in my way. But the good news is I'm burning tons of fuel down low. Turbine engines love it down low. They're super inefficient, so it's costing me a lot of money that way. Plus, the airplane is quite a bit per hour. That's why a Caravan is not a pleasure plane to go fly around looking at mountains and stuff. Why is there snow on the mountains in April down south? There should be no snow. It should be beautiful. I should be flying in a t-shirt. Visibility ahead is looking pretty good. I'm really hoping I can turn the corner and head north. Heading southwest right now, not the direction I want to go. I want to go northwest. But there's all kinds of really crappy stuff out in front of me, so, or to the north. I mean, really crappy. Take a look at that. So on one side of me, I've got low overcast, zero visibility, mountain obscuration, snow showers. And on the other side, got snow-covered ridges with the clouds, about 200 feet over the top. So not much to sneak there. I'm kind of in this valley here. But up ahead of me, I can see 20 miles, so. And my back door is still open. I can still turn around. I've been passing a couple smaller airports here and there, so I've got places to go. So I'm going to keep pushing, keep doing what I can do. All right, hopefully it looks like I can turn the corner here a little bit. I can see some better visibility to my north around this last snow shower. I head toward this airport that's calm 1,900 feet. 14 minutes ago. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be attempting this without Century ADSB in and my iPad giving me essentially real-time weather everywhere. So I can see where I'm going, I can see what my back door looks like. You know, I'm not blundering into the sky blindly. Still snow showers in my way. I'm kind of weaving my way through them, kind of like you weave your way through thunderstorms. The hills are still here, but according to the map, I should be leaving them behind in not too terribly long. Hopefully. All right, well, I just passed the last ridge line, and it looks like I've got nothing but flat, open prairie from here all the way to Wisconsin. So I've got through the hardest part of my morning, and it looks like I've got nothing but marginal VFR conditions all the way to Wisconsin. There's a couple snow showers I might have to deviate around here and there, but everything else looks pretty good. And I'm not going to lie, that was a little bit stressful, but it was also really challenging, and I love challenging. And that's why I fly. I don't pleasure fly too terribly much anymore. Just to go out and go, hey, let's just go flying once in a great while. But when I get to use the skills that I've practiced and honed over the years and put them to use in a real-world situation like back there, scud running through those mountains, picking your way through the snow showers, finding a gap in the ridge line. I had to deviate. If you look on the map here, I had to deviate quite a ways out of my way to get through those mountains. But you got to do what you got to do. You see there's one point where I hit a big snow shower, and I had to go quite a ways southwest out of my way to get around it. But I got around it, and I love that sort of thing. That's cool. It's fun for me. Because that's where I really feel challenged and alive. You know, like I love aircraft emergencies and I love skydiving emergencies. I know that makes me weird, but you know, when you get down safely after having been really challenged, you feel really alive. I was like, yeah, I did that. My mission was accomplished. I survived that parachute malfunction or that alternator failure or vacuum pump failure or engine failure or whatever it is, or low conditions through the mountains, so I could accomplish my mission and get the plane to Baldwin so we can start skydiving. I love that sort of thing. I know, I'm weird. That's why they call me Scary Carrie. I'm happy now, though. It's also nice when you finally, after you get out of stressful weather conditions into relatively easy weather conditions, it's a big sigh of relief. Like, okay, it was fun scudding through those mountains, but I was kind of done. I was ready to be in just normal scud running through. That's like about 2,000-foot ceilings here, 10 miles visibility. There's a big snow shower up ahead, and there's a snow shower over there, but I'm going to kind of go in between them, and I'll be fine. Fun stuff. Good to be back. That's a long day. It's not over. I got a whole bunch of skydivers sitting there waiting for me. I'll be flying till dark, so it's going to be about a 10-hour day flying. They're all disappointed that I didn't buzz them, because that would be wrong and irresponsible.